Scorpio, welcome you guys. I hope you guys are well. My new stuff is starting to come in, so I'm very excited to be able to use these tools with you guys. I haven't even really gone over them. I usually try to see my tools before I use them on camera, but I haven't even got a chance to do that, but I'm excited. God help me get clear, precise messages, block interferences and negativity, return it to where it belongs. Thank you so much. I don't know about you guys, but I have been in a cleaning frenzy, and some of my Scorpios could be feeling the exact same way, especially with Mercury. Mercury's getting ready to station retrograde, but how are you guys liking the natural light? There's no glare from the above. Let me know. I'm just excited to be here. I haven't bought new stuff for the channel in like 3 years. So, the 7th and the 8th, the moon has been in Scorpio. This is going to be reminding you of how important me time is. Like, what do you need? Not just what do you want, but what do you really need? Self-care, a lot of self-care. And my Scorpios know self-care is not like bubble baths and hyaluronic masks usually. It is your health, your mental health, your physical health, your like getting you good so that you can produce good. The 8th, we have this tense square between Venus in your 4th house and Uranus in your 7th. Uranus has been in your 7th this entire month, and I feel like it'll continue to be in the 7th almost through April. But Venus in the 4th, this is love, luxury, beauty, stability in your 4th house of roots, abundance, home, and Uranus, kind of radical curveball in your relationship sector, a very unpredictable energy or just an unpredictable person could be messing with your need to nest in peace. And if somebody is constantly rattling your cage, Scorpio, you could politely remind them that you're more than capable of taking care of yourself. Uranus is stationing direct after it's been retrograde the last 5 months. So since September of 2025 could be significant for some of you guys. That was the Virgo new moon. This could have, especially the last 5 months, but especially since 2018, Uranus has probably been shaking up a lot of stale relationships in your life. But in doing so, this is bringing in new connections, not just romantic connections, but like-minded people, genius, people that bring out your intelligence, people that bring out your artistic side, your memory, your kinks, specifically for right now. This could get really fun for you guys. So Uranus is also wrapping up an 84-year cycle in Taurus. And then in April, Uranus will shoot into Gemini. A very close relationship, a very personal relationship that you have could evolve in a very electrifying way. We have Mercury in Pisces. Mercury is getting ready to station retrograde. This is highlighting your 5th house of self-expression, creativity, on full blast through April. I believe the 17th. Mercury retrograde will happen from February 26th through March 20th. This is romance, art, and unfiltered self-expression. In your creative endeavors and expressions, don't worry about being too real, too much for now. Because a lot of your impractical ideas or just out of the box ideas could really pay off and could really be a big success for you right now. Your inner artist and romantic are ready to be honored and adored. Last week I went to the store and I took my notebook that I jot all of my Scorpio notes down. I took it and I left it in the cart, and that notebook had notes in it, the one that looks like this table, and it had notes in it from like 15 to 20 years ago, when the very first notes that I started taking on numerology and planets and numerology and like working with numbers and working with weather and working with elements. I like my first notes were put into that notebook and I lost it last week and I'm so sad. But it's okay because something new will definitely come in. There's something very significant and important about air signs right now. You have Mercury, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Something very important about Gemini right now as well. And maybe like staying put in a place or staying put in a situation where you know you're not being treated the best, or this could be somebody around you. You have air, expansive, intellectual, inquisitive. Saturn just beneath that, discipline, obstacles, and boundaries. This could be, I'm getting like two things. A Gemini that guards over you, watches over you, checks in on you. They could be like just like a watcher type energy over your life. For others of you, this could be Gemini ancestral energy. And for even more of you guys, or all of the above could be true. This is a Gemini that's going to affect you for this week coming in, the days coming in, the weeks, months coming in. But it could have something to do about staying put in a situation that you're not, it takes a lot of intellectual energy to be there, could be draining at some times, but staying put in a situation that you are not your happiest self in. I really appreciate the feedback, by the way. I've gotten a couple comments recently that were great feedback, and I really, really appreciate that. I also appreciate hyping the video. Okay, so we have Jupiter. In Aquarius in the 5th house. Again, fun and creativity. This could be moving on to a new job or some higher education level as well, but this is networking again. So I feel like in the past you could have had some kind of, oh yeah, one of your previous messages, I was getting a lot of like underground networking. Now it's almost like these things could be coming to the surface and you could really, something could come into view for you that like you're at the exact spot at the exact right time for something to like link together perfectly. That happened to me the other day. Well, like literally hours ago. I had a conversation and I was like, man, that would be so great and so crazy to like be in your position. And then literally I got a phone call that was like, hey, would you like to be in the position that you were just talking about? It was crazy. I was like, whoa. Fun, hobbies, health. Some of you guys could really start like diving back into what makes you happiest, what brings out your inner child. And it could be happening with other people. The things that make you happy, your hobbies, your idea of fun could be changing. There could be a big shift coming in for your fun, creativity. We have Neptune. Libra. Saturn again. Merc again. Pluto, that's you. One more. Who's coming in? Oh, okay, that was a lot more. Gemini again. Bottom of the deck, we have Sag, Uranus, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, water, Sun, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Earth, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Jupiter. Something could be very important about this spring. The moment that you're in right now, kind of like catapulting you into something coming up. The energy that's showing up for you right now is Descendant, attraction, relationships, and partnerships. Waxing crescent moon, focus, conceptualization, strategy. Definitely feel like this is some Mercury energy you're working with right now. Leo, courageous, regal, and loyal. Damn. Air again, and Jupiter again. Expansive, intellectual, and inquisitive. Optimism, growth, and opportunity. I feel like, especially right now, you need to seize every opportunity. Things could be coming like out of kind of nowhere, and this could make my stable, fixed Scorpios kind of like a bit nervous, but I definitely feel like, man, you need to be very open to opportunities right now. Yes, Aquarius, innovative, rational, and humanitarian. So something could definitely have to do with the people around you or the place that you work, even the people that you work with. And new moon, creation, intention, and potential. The next new moon will be in Pisces. Sucks having to constantly check on the camera to make sure it's doing its job. Also, thank you to the person who commented about the advice on a camera. I appreciate that. I will definitely look into it. Anybody else been nesting, cleaning the heck out of their spaces and places and making every like phone call and just taking charge? Because this is definitely going to be bringing in some new energy. You could be kind of getting a head start on like spring cleaning, readjusting, getting ready for newness. That's how I feel. I felt pumped full of energy for these last couple of days. It could be the extra espresso that I got in my coffee yesterday, but it was a blast. I took the day off of my regular 9-to-5 job yesterday, and I had so much anxiety the night before because I never take time off. I haven't taken a vacation in going on 6 years. So I took the day off though, and I was like, just going to take me and my son to the dentist to get our teeth checked out. Luck is on your side. New moon. You got a lot of new energy coming in. Believe in the impossible. Sweet. These are great cards. I'm going to shuffle again because I'm talking, but I took the day off just to kind of like at least take care of me and my kid, a couple of things that we needed to take care of. But I ended up just basically spoiling him the entire day. Took him to the dentist, held his hand through that, took him to get a haircut, took him to get his favorite lunch. Just like, I forget what it's like to take a moment to really bond with my babe, because I never get to do that. And it reminded me of when my dad would take a day off of work and do the same for me. Anyway, it was really, really nice, and my nervousness and anxiety about missing work just completely melted away. I won't ever regret yesterday, ever. Okay. So you got a lot of new energy and auspiciousness. You keep having triangles showing up in your reads. Maybe look up the symbolism of triangles. I'm hearing all the way up. Nothing can stop me. Okay, so you have the South Node showing up. Don't let your past hold you back. You have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Mercury could also be definitely like highlighting this, your past, because that's what she does. And then you have the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. We've got new moon and full moon, so big cycles happening here. Okay, this is one of the new decks that I got. I've actually wanted this deck for about 12 years. I kind of just forgot about it. So today we are going to see her power, see if I vibe with her. I am definitely getting a lot of feminine energy for you guys, which the moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio is a feminine sign, and the moon is a feminine element. So let's see what kind of, and even if you are a masculine, well, my Scorpio masculines are like extremely intelligent. You'll already know the power and importance of feminine energy. And even whenever I feel like I'm giving a very feminine read, my masculines are like, dude, right on. Somebody could kind of be obsessing over like a criminal case right now. Somebody could be dealing with a criminal case. I could be talking to an attorney or a lawyer, or I don't know, it feels a bit more like undercover. You'll have plans for Valentine's. My son has 2 girls that he has to have Valentine's for. I said, well, you can't have 2. You have to choose one. He was like, well, I'm not going to choose either right now because I don't know who to choose. So I'm not going to choose either, but both of them asked me to be their Valentine, so I have to take care of both of them. I was like, okay, you can get both of them gifts, but neither, you have to choose one to be your girl. He was like, okay. What's the energy that Scorpio's in right now? You have the goddess of Artemis, focus. You have green Sarah, salvation. It's the energy that Scorpio's stepping into. Yeah, some of y'all have like really Hera, cool alliance. Isn't Hera the god over children as well? And what's the overall energy with releasing negativity? It would be Scorpio. You have Rhea, flow, and scold the future. Number 44 and 47. Sickening. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to like these a lot, especially as spring comes rolling in. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit of these because they are definitely falling right in line, as I was saying, and I love when that happens. So you start out with green Terra. The divine has intended you into being and given the assignment to explore life through certain perceived limitations. You are meant to learn about life in all its complexities. Green Terra, a Tibetan goddess, also known as she who saves. There's like, because it's something about your past, like you were literally saved from your past, from your own past, and you've saved through your past. Also known as she who saves, says that you will never be alone in life's journey. This compassionate savior goddess of intimate friendship will ensure that the right people will show up for you at the right time. So this card is giving a lot of like true friend energy. Get right with yourself and the world again. First, know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. The next energy that is kind of like showing up for you right now, which is what I was just saying, is Artemis. In order to fully embrace the intentions you've set into motion in your current conditions, it's important to seize the moment. Now is the time that you can truly make your mark. As the Greek goddess of the hunt, Artemis will help guide your arrow. Surrender yourself to the process of whatever is calling for your attention. Immerse yourself fully in whatever needs your focus and allow yourself the experience of deep abiding trust. If you aim true and your heart is open and pure, grateful for all the bounty that surrounds you, your deepest desires will manifest before you like magic. Sometimes you can be so focused on one thing, one way, one outcome fixed, Scorpio, or one expectation that you run the risk of losing the opportunity to experience what you genuinely desire. You may be so fixated that you become blind to what is truly yours and what will be in your best and highest good. The goddess of the hunt offers this alignment task. Soften your focus and allow the fulfillment of your desire to come to you as it will. Whether you hit your mark now is not the point. Rest your eyes and release the tension in your body. By taking this break, you will avoid shooting yourself in the foot and instead recognize that you are so loved. Love, success, and opportunity, all that is truly yours, will not run past you. Call on the goddess Artemis to remind you of this truth. You're stepping into the energy of Hera. I don't know why, but I've always been extremely attracted to this goddess. I don't know all there is to know about her, but I've always been really attracted to Hera. This Greek goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, knew intimately that positive alliances led to great power. At this moment, you're magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you to the next level. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears as someone in the know. Making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth and if you're able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hera is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When called to action or faced with a decision, ask, how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to help another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. The main message here is there's a feeling of unease that sets in when you're in an unhealthy power dynamic with another person. Again, like this could be a job or something. As a result, you may compete with and blame others for your discomfort, just as the goddess Hera did when faced with evidence of many betrayals of her husband Zeus, king of the gods of Olympus. Like she did, you might even stand up for someone who uses their power to avoid seeing your own role in perpetuating the myth that you need to be a certain way to be accepted or valued. You may think the benefits of your willful blindness outweigh the price you're paying, but Hera knows that this will not serve you as an empowered, sovereign person. Fear and denial make for a potent hypnosis, one that's passed down generation to generation. No one chooses this dynamic intentionally. You may have stayed in a disrespectful relationship because you felt the alliance served you in some sort of way, such as giving you security or status. Dude, I was just talking about staying in something that you know doesn't treat you the best. Just below that is attraction. Hera wants you to be aware of these traits in yourself and be empowered in your own right, not through attaching yourself to the dominant power for a false sense of safety. Stand tall and choose collaborative partnerships with deep mutual respect and encouragement. Don't chase what's popular or what will make you look good. That won't last. Look for equality and see yourself as worthy. Ask yourself, what would I be without this dynamic person or situation? Your alignment task is to open your eyes and choose another way. Belong to yourself and align with the great goddess pulsing through your heart and the whole world. She is the one with real power. I feel like Hera governs something else, not just like a friendship. I feel like she's the goddess specifically of something, even though it says here that she is the goddess of alliance. You have a lot of cards showing up here for you today that talks about networking and your alliances. And your overall energy with releasing negativity, full moon in Scorpio, and flow, definitely your read is Rhea. Do you notice how when you're in alignment with the universe, everything in your life just seems to flow? The Greek goddess Rhea, whose very name means flow and ease, comes to you to let you know that you're entering such a time. While the flow state is not a permanent for most people, it's a beautiful feeling that allows you to lose yourself in the rhythm. It's as if you're traveling down a magic stream where ideas and insights pour through you from a vast source of information that is gifted to you. The way to ensure you remain in this beautiful energy as long as you can is to observe your life with relaxed attention, listening to the guidance presented to you as you move forward without restraint or fixed ideas. You can enter a flow state anytime you're willing to release your expectations. It requires trust, and the goddess Rhea ensures your boat will never capsize as you move from a slow stream to a rapid river. Its main message: sometimes you may find yourself in a stagnant state where nothing seems to be moving. The flow between you and the universe is blocked. This can happen when you fear that your desires won't be met, and also when things are moving quickly and seemingly in a different direction from what you expected. The goddess Rhea reminds you that when you trust the flow state, you'll find an opportunity to flow around a bend you've not discovered yet. Her alignment task is for you to let go of the branch and allow yourself to be carried into the river of your life, into parts of the river you have not yet traveled through. She will ensure that although you will experience unfamiliar and unexpected things, releasing the form of it all will only result in the discovery of magic and miracles. Let go and allow flow to do the rest. You'll be amazed at how effortless your life becomes. Some of you could be, because you have faith, trust in other people, you have optimism and growth showing up here with Jupiter and this full moon energy of releasing and new moon energy of creation. Some of you guys are heading into a time of purging something or a situation, maybe purged from you. And I feel like with Mercury kind of like aiding in radical acceptance for you guys, you may manage this very, very well because a Scorpio hates stagnant energy. All right, let's get a few more and we will head over to the tarot. I feel like a lot of my Scorpios are now kind of like grateful, learning to be grateful for your past. It's going on for Scorpio now. Yeah, you have hater. Let's focus for Scorpio. You have triangle and trap wanting to show up with. So this could be something, it definitely feels like from the past. This could be a cycle kind of from the past that you could feel like it's repeating, just in a different situation, under different circumstances. There's also something about feminine energy here. Look at all this third-party energy. For some of my Scorpios, it definitely could be a romantic situation. However, when all these triangles keep showing up and all of these third-party energies are showing up for you guys, there's something happening between you and two other people. And for my Scorpios who are very familiar with this energy and know how to navigate it and know what they are willing to be a part of and what they are not going to be a part of, this usually works out in your favor, which I feel like is why this auspiciousness and this luck is showing up. You may not even know that this luck, you know, it's like your focus may just be on the fact that you're in some kind of trap with multiple people. But I feel like coming in, you're going to see how this trap is working out in your favor. What's faith and alliances? Yeah, attraction just keeps showing up for you guys. We have Aries, came out with peace. Some of you guys could be reaching some kind of like waving a white flag or something like that between you and an Aries. Here's success. It's coming in for Scorpio. Something could also have to do with Sagittarian energy. Okay, it's here twice, so we will keep it. We have success. It has to do with some kind of goal of yours or something that you're trying to aim for success in. Releasing negativity and flow. Coming in with flow. I like that card. It's very Scorpio-esque. We have sister. There could be some kind of, it's either another water sign maybe, especially because flow is here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it's feminine energy, but somebody could definitely be showing up that like assists you in some kind of movement. This is a very feminine read today. There's always two sides to these things as well, though. So you could have feminines around you that are behaving as alliances. You could also have feminines around you that are beware of mind games, mental games. with these energies. If it's not a feminine energy that's showing up for you guys, it's another water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Dude, we have new job or career showing up right as I'm looking at this like success. It's either a new job or a new opportunity in the business that you're in. Wow, look at that. Great happiness. Why is the past, South Node, salvation, and hater important for Scorpio? I feel like because you're being shown, do you want to repeat this? Remember how I was saying you're going to create your own role recently? The ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. There could also be a married person or somebody that uses like relationships as like a form of status or something like that, that is like hating on you. Yeah, beware of greed and the scales. Keep your life in balance. Something could have to do with Libra energy. You have the casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. I know that's right. For some of you guys, this is either a marriage or something that you were in for a very long time that you've ended and are coming out of it. Chair empty. Someone leaving. February. I was just wondering, like, well, what time are we talking about here? February. You have man, dealings or relationship with a man. Something could have to do with Aquarian, male energy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You have the diamond, receiving or giving a precious gift. I feel like there are really no such thing as coincidences, so the two that flew out, wow, on the ground. Oh my gosh, and look at the arrow. So many synchronizations here. The seahorse, family matters, and the staff you will be taken care of in difficult times. Yeah, you guys are gonna like have people showing up for you. And it may sound crazy because my Scorpios can be very introverted, but this could be family, friends, people who are kind of like your chosen family. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. A lot of Sagittarian energy, or just this drive, this focus, this hunt. It's coming in for Scorpio with success, alliance, believing in your dreams, growth. Yeah, a lot of Sagittarius energy, actually. Sorry. Okay, it's here again. Great happiness. Oh, right at the bottom, love. With arrow, you have the eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. I feel like these are both really significant. So I'm going to leave these here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we're going to go to the tarot